Hey guys.
Hey, okay.
Cool.
Chris, you might want to unmute your mic.
So maybe we can just do a real quick show of hands, like who wants to stand in the election
Yeah, yes, I'm
for.
running for the election.
I would love to, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to this time. So
All right, I'll run like a fake campaign just to give you a little challenge, but I anticipate you'll be more compelling than me.
So it's two,
Cool.
right? So two who wants to be elected, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Chris, what about
But I'm
you?
just kind of, unless someone else wants to really actually be like serious about this.
we have what, two?
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, only two, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Right.
your name? God Soulless Love.
My name is Douglas. So, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do my little introduction if
Cool.
that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my name is Douglas. I was born in Maryland, and my purpose here on this planet is to merge technology and nature. So how I'm doing that right now is I design biomimetic systems, particularly on blockchain, but actually the first one I designed, using Web 2. I have a long history of developing applications. I did my first web app when I was 16. It was basically a sort of like MySpace. I was in high school, so it was called myhs.us. I had a database of all the high schools in the United States, and then every person, when they signed up, they assigned themselves to a high school, and then they could sort of participate in the localized discussion just for that high school. Um, yeah, so after that, I've done various projects. I ran a lot of WordPress websites for a while. And in 2014, I founded Current Exchange LLC, which is currently my technological focus. And we have an app called CXC.world, and it is a music map. And we're currently on the Hive blockchain as well as the Wax blockchain. We're doing all of our tokenomics on Wax. I really love the EOSIO system. And yeah, I basically love the technology. I'm here primarily for the technology. That's why I choose the EOSIO ecosystem over, say, Ethereum or something like that. Yeah, more about what I sort of want to do with everything. I want to help people collaborate, right? So I'm here to learn from Eden as much as can collaborate and contribute my ideas. Maybe somebody can take them and run far with them. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I also wrote a proposal for this election, and my proposal is basically to create a GitHub repo that anybody can share non-intellectual property, going along with Dan Larimer's ideas about, we shouldn't have intellectual property. This repo will be a place where anybody can create ideas, but maybe they're not ready to run for a proposal, or maybe they're not the type of person who, wants to throw themselves out for leadership. So they can still share these ideas in a way that's more formal than posting on Telegram, or even slightly more formal than the EOS community forums. And then periodically, if somebody is looking for good ideas, they can visit the repo and then decide, hey, here's something that here's a great idea. I'd love to put my leadership skill behind it, and run it as a proposal, and hopefully more things get done, and more variety of ideas as well.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Really nice. Really nice. I mean, I really like the GitHub repo idea, a concept of how to well collect, collect projects. It's a really nice one. Yeah, didn't thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like from what I've seen, and a perfect example is the actual proposal structure. And when I wrote my proposal, I think I can share my screen real quick. When I wrote my proposal, I was wondering, what is the format? So there was a little bit of a discussion in the Eden members groups about that. And Joshua Seymour actually posted one, so I used his. And yeah, so this is like the proposal based on his format. But the point I was trying to make is, if I hadn't seen that Telegram post that he had made, we would have, I would have never found this format. It might have died, or maybe he would have been the only one to use it. So if we have a GitHub repo and we have folders, which I talk about, for example, onboarding process, DeFi, usability, one would be the proposal structure. Then we can have a place where we have non-binding suggestions. So like there's no actual, code that says, okay, here's a suggestion in this repo, now we have to use this in Eden, but it's something that we sort of plant these little seeds, and then maybe other people can take the ideas and grow with them.
Cool. Nice. Nice. I have
Are we
to look
going
it up.
questions one by one, or is everyone going to speak on what the proposal is first? I don't know if we're going to do a follow-up questions on Douglas's proposals, or.
Well, I think Brandon, if Brandon has a proposal, yeah, I think that we should hear him first, and then we can sort of take both questions.
I had a couple more questions for you first, though. That's why I'm asking: Are we gonna do this?
Yeah, feel free to do follow-up questions for Douglas. I'll
Okay. Well,
speak afterwards. It'd be nice to hear from everybody. I don't have anything remotely as advanced as what he's got put together, so I don't think we're going to encounter much resistance here. But yeah, go for it.
One of the questions I had was, you're building on Wax, right?
Yes.
What is do you have a specific vision for EOS, the mainnet? Something that you'd like to contribute specifically for that, or where do you see it going? What kind of problems do you see that you want to solve?
Yeah, sure. So I think it's important to differentiate between like my personal projects and this proposal, because yes, I am building a personal project on Wax, but that's cxc.world, and I don't think that my actual proposal that I'm doing right now, it doesn't really have anything to do with Wax, and it only has specific things to do with EOS and Eden. Back to your actual question is about how I would like to contribute to the EOS ecosystem, and how I really see my unique ability to do that is to sort of catalyze EOS being cool. And I know it's sort of an abstract concept, but the way I see the sort of the ecosystem of all blockchains is that certain blockchains are sort of more popular for projects, or they have projects which are sort of driving a certain demographic to that blockchain. And one thing I've seen about EOS is I think that without a doubt, EOS and EOS.io are the best technology, right? But where we sort of lack is selling that to people who can make it, pop culture, more pop culture. And through this proposal system that I developed, it's not supposed to be specifically for technical things. I say in the proposal, like, we're not trying to change any of the smart contracts. We're not trying to change anything else that's, in a repo. We're more concerned with sort of the social aspect of how things get done. And it's something that, besides CXC, I love to design, like I said, biomimetic systems. And I always go back to understanding that it's more about the social aspect than the technological aspect. So I hope that by introducing these folders that not only deal with things like onboarding, but also deal with things like, bringing on a younger crowd or bringing on another blockchain, we can sort of shoot tendrils in different directions to pull in more attention. And I believe that once we get the more attention, then, you know, the next announcement about a country adopting a cryptocurrency as their, you know, as their base currency will be EOS. You know, it'll be EOS based or something like that. And yeah, so that's one of my big goals, is more on the social side of showing the world how cool EOS is, and all the things that are possible.
And budget-wise, you think with 2,100 EOS will be enough, or too much?
Well, so yeah, that's a very good question. Basically, with the budget, I'm giving away half of the budget, and I'm keeping half of the budget for myself. 20% of the budget is going to go to the EOS Power Up. And I have this written down in the proposal. I can share the screen again. And then 30% is going to go to the first 12 people who contribute to this repo. So, and that's meaningful contributions, not like opening an issue or something like that. But I want this to sort of incentivize people who have these good ideas to come forward with them. And I think that 50 EOS for an idea, you know, properly formatted in Markdown, is a pretty good incentive. So, you know, the proposal is called Smart Start, and the idea is that, you know, we kick up and start going with that. So is 2,000 EOS enough? Definitely. It's definitely enough to not only pay me for, you know, what I feel is a reward for pushing this sort of idea forward, as well as incentivizing 12 other people with 50 EOS apiece to be a part of this, this repo, because otherwise, you know, you need some sort of incentive to get, you know, to catch people and make it worth their while to share this, because they're basically, you know, you're giving up your intellectual property when you share there. And then, yeah, the last 20% is just going to the EOS Power Up Fund. I've been living in Latin America for 4 years. I've actually never been to Venezuela, but I've been very close in Colombia, and I've seen how much the economic system needs help. And one of my most proud, I guess, one of the most proud I am for EOS is all the things that's going on in Venezuela. And I know that a lot of people in that region use EOS Power Up, and I want to support that. So that's why we have that funding in there as well.
Right. And time-wise, seeing how much effort and outreach Chris has put into being the first Satoshi, do you feel like you could put that kind of time into this, or how do you see yourself on that?
Yeah, I do not. And that's certainly one of my big concerns. You know, I want to be completely honest about who I am and about my time commitments. I do have a lot of time commitments, which is why in the proposal, basically my role is to start the repo and then to get 3 other people. Oops, sorry, here we go. Is it working? To get 3 other people to, I'm not sure if you can see my screen or not. To find 3 other people to be the moderators of this group, or I'm sorry, of this GitHub repo. Besides that, my only time commitment for this particular proposal is to write one contribution, which is a proposal structure that I developed for another project that I'm going to be sharing here. So I will sort of put my money where my mouth is and do that. But I definitely can't do what Chris has been doing. He's been doing an absolutely wonderful job. So maybe I'm not the right person for this, but I do want to help. Like, I have a genuine desire to help this project, and to help collaborative systems in general, to learn from what we're doing, and to give people an outlet to improve the system if they're the type of people that do want to improve.
From my end, I just want to say that I find myself kind of in the same situation time-wise. My schedule has gone very hectic lately, and I would have loved to have run, but unfortunately I'm not able to. But I would like to support someone who would push the Eden Proxy project forward. That would have been my issue to run on. And if any one of you is willing to push that forward, as well as your own personal projects, or give that the attention it deserves, you would have my support as well. Brandon, or at least those are all the questions that I have. If anybody else wants to ask any other questions.
They were very good questions. I appreciate that.
I don't have any questions. Thanks.
I've got no questions either.
All right.
Cool.
Well, Brandon, you want to go?
I'm generally supportive of the proxy idea as well. I don't think I can mount a campaign anywhere near as impressive as what Douglas has pulled together. I just kind of wanted to make sure he wasn't running unopposed in case. My default position would be to like give all the rewards away to the Venezuelan community. So I feel like you check that box with the Power Up model, and yeah. Other than that, I've kind of got my hands full of running media and comms stuff for the Clarion team and everything already. So I don't need to advance necessarily. I was just kind of, and it's also my birthday, and I didn't want to get stuck in 5
Happy
hours
birthday.
of videos.
Happy birthday!
Hey.
You.
Happy birthday. Another July.
Yeah.
Mine was a week ago.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Happy
to you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
My birthday was in April. No, I'm just-
Yeah.
While we're at it,
Go around the room.
Well,
Yeah, so I'm happy to, just throw my support behind Douglas.
Thank you.
He's speaking for a lot of the things that I think are really needed in the community right now, and I think you have the organizational skills to kind of advance a little further. Whether or not you want to go all the way to the board is kind of up to you at this point. With like, I know, you'll have to contend with other people who may have more time to dedicate to being in a more of a Satoshi like position, even though I think we're trying to get rid of that name.
Yeah.
So
well, I want to say that I read
thoughts?
Douglas's proposals. I have to admit, I had already read it. I just wanted to hear you talk about it in person and explain it out a little bit while we were here. I found it very interesting as well, and something that will add a lot of value.
Good, and thank you for reading it even before. That's great.
Skimmed it. I was like, yeah, I think you wrote about it somewhere, or made a link to it in one of the Telegram groups.
Yeah, I posted it. I wrote it up yesterday. I've been sort of thinking about it. Like I said, I'm here as much to like progress Eden as well as I am to like learn myself. So I want to be a part of the process as most legit as I can. So this is like, I thought of it as the most benefit I could provide with sort of the least amount of long-term time commitment. Whereas, we set up a few people who are interested to, run the repo, and obviously accepting pull requests isn't too hard to do myself. But yeah, I think that it's something that even if I don't win, I could still set it up, and it's something that would benefit a lot of people and a lot of good ideas to come forward.
Very cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I think this is just a good incubator space kind of for different projects. I mean, that's part of the reason it doesn't matter to me whether I advance or not. It's like I already have work to do, and like 10 EOS or 100 EOS isn't going to make a whole lot of difference to what I'm doing. I mean, so and I don't really want to go all the way to like the final position anyway. So I'm happy that you'd be representing us. Does anyone else have anything that they? Well, first of all, like, is everyone kind of? Do we have consensus around Douglas?
I do.
being-
Yes, I do. I would. Yeah,
I do.
me too.
Full consensus.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
would only
really
like
like I really like the idea. I mean, it's so much better than Telegram, and I really hope that with this incentive that you spoke before could help to bring projects even further than just an idea to a kind of a concept, a prototype, and so on. You know what I mean? During this maturation phase, I would call it. I don't know if it's correct in English or not, but I hope you know what I mean. Yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks for this really great idea, and I'm checking also, that you post in a OS community forum. But yeah, I'd certainly vote for you.
Well, thank you guys. And I wanted to ask, like, what, for those who have read the proposal, I'm going to send a link here. I think everyone can see it. How would you like to improve it, And I say that not just, this is the power that we have with this particular model, is like, we can talk right now, and we can, I could even make changes before the next round. So if you guys have more ideas sort of related to this proposal, I would love to hear them.
Are you in the Telegram group of, I'm just checking my Telegram here, to say the correct name, Eden OS projects or something like, oh yeah, Eden on OS project proposals. Are you there in there?
No, I'm not sure. It's
okay, because
can you spell it?
Eden, EDEN, white space on, white space EOS,
okay.
white space project, white space proposals. Otherwise, yeah, I have something, but from my let's say expertise, because I'm project manager, so how to pitch things. Maybe you can just take things out of it. You don't need to take everything out of it. Maybe giving kind of hints how to pitch and which kind of things, like value proposals. And
I think you got cut off.
Further.
Oh, there we go.
You froze for a second, Giuseppe.
Oh gosh.
What
did you say? What did I say?
You're talking about pitching proposals.
Yeah. So I can forward the pitch deck if you think you can take things out of it. I mean, I would be happy to help, kind of, since you asked.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Definitely.
I'm just trying to do that now. So yeah, that's it from my side. I'm sharing it. Give me a moment.
I just finished rereading it. I have some feedback.
Sure.
First of all, I like the idea of using GitHub, because that's where the Clarion team is doing the Eden OS work, and I see like that there's always been kind of a disconnect between the Clarion team and then the rest of the community, and that's the gap I've been trying to bridge through communication. And I dislike the fact that we're scattered across so many different communications mediums, and I don't think that that's scalable, especially if this becomes like a federated democracy of democracies type situation. It's just going to be so much friction to have all these different places. So my feedback / question for you is, how can we make, how do you anticipate making GitHub user-friendly enough for the non-technical people? Because I think it has the back end that we need to do, all the things that we're doing in Telegram and Slack and other places, and even the forums. But how do you kind of foresee making it easy enough for non-technical people to get into and contribute?
That's a really good point, and I'm not sure I have like a good answer for it, but I can tell you how I sort of see it like progressing, and that's like goes alongside with the three components that I have for like choosing who can be the, I call them elders, but they're just basically administrators that can accept pull requests. And that is, number one, you have some sort of technical you've contributed either to some code base related to EOS, or else been on a block producer team, or contributed an idea to the thing, or to that particular repo. Number two is, you have to have some leadership experience, and number three, you have to be in the Eden community, or in the EOS community for more than a year. So are we going to bring everybody? No, but I don't think that we necessarily need that, because we do have all these other things that people can jump in and sort of start to share these ideas, and they start to snowball. Like somebody who's not technical, maybe they could hop into Telegram, post an idea, then another person who is technical starts to snowball it, and maybe that technical person is the one that puts it up on the repo and credits that original person. But yeah, I definitely agree that is an issue that I don't have a solution for, other than to just say that we're giving the people who are that technical that extra opportunity. But yeah, if you have an idea that's better to solve that issue, yeah.
I don't know, my 2 cents here. I mean, Venezuela, you call Venezuela, I think Venezuela is a kind of lighthouse project, I would call it. Like, they already proved the usability. You already proved the kind of user experience with EOS. So we, from my point of view, we already have kind of more than MVP, right? You know what I mean? So maybe for even scaling it up, I mean, in other further countries, or I mean, ecosystems, I would call, well, maybe just one thing that has to be proven already, like in Venezuela, and then everything kind of, kind of snowball effect, like you said, everything else coming up, and then also not take a fine, or not take savvy guys saying, okay, cool, well, that's a technology thing. Well, I don't need to check, but if there is a kind of usability, well, maybe I can use it, well, or I'll use it in my, or in a kind of project, or kind of a company, which is already there. And then, because I am also, my case, I mean, I'm working in a chemical company, and they have kind of this project, this kind of thing of circular economy, and I said, okay, well, this can be done with blockchain. So if I can get a grab of this project, I can say, okay, well, let's try it with EOS, right? You know what I mean? So there has to be more incentives also in the economy, or environment of companies that they're working right now. You don't need to build that up like a startup or whatever, but maybe just giving incentives in the company that someone works, or you know what I mean? Just an opinion, right? Or an idea. Yeah.
Does anyone know when the next Satoshi is going to be elected? How long this mock election? How long the term is going to be?
Well, today it should be 3 rounds, so 3+ hours, I presume. If it's 50.
When will the next election be?
Oh, like after this election? I have no idea.
Right.
I don't know, but I think we are clear here. We just need to, I think, fill out the Excel spreadsheet somewhere. Do you know where? So that, I mean, Douglas is now.
No, I don't know. I was actually looking for it, but I clicked all the links in the chat before, and they were just to the Google Docs. So maybe it's in the Eden members or the other Telegram.
Checking, because I didn't see that.
Well, it says log your vote in the designated Telegram channel. So I think we just say, I think we just write who we choose in the Telegram channel.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm just writing down your nickname. God's. Otherwise,
God's soul is love. But yeah, no, I do remember hearing about a Google spreadsheet or something like that as well. but I haven't seen a link. So maybe we could try the Telegram, and then if we're wrong, they can direct us.
Well, it just says.
Oh yeah, the room 5 has reached consensus. It's an Eden election demo. Just the
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay.
Okay.
That's. I just posted in the chat what it says in the document. Log your vote in the designated Telegram channel. So I don't think we need to go to a spreadsheet.
Okay, I gotcha.
I presume it's the only Telegram channel I know about is the Eden election 2. What room are we?
How's it?
Do we know?
Room 1. Room 1.
We're room 1.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
not in,
we are room 1 for sure. Yeah. I'm writing room 1 has reached consensus. So
Yep.
I'm just writing it. Oh gosh, consensor, whatever.
In the
Edit.
Eden election demo?
If somebody writes it, I'll just reply to that and say +1 or yes. We could all just do that.
yeah, I'm actually not in that group. I'm in the Eden on EOS and then the Eden members. So there's another group
Oh,
just
it's
for this.
Yeah, here, let me just drop the link in the
Okay.
Oh, I can't. Let me add you.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm just
You're-
checking if I'm not mistaken.
God.
Is this Eden election demo is, well, I think, yeah, for all trials,
You might
maybe.
have to
I
add
hope.
me as a.
Oh wait, we have here
Okay.
different.
Okay, I got
There
We
you
have
go.
here different channels. I mean, the one here, Eden trial election 2, also has information from. My vote goes to Mel Percy.
I'm in
Oh, yeah,
Eden election demo 1, the first one.
Yeah, people are putting it in the Eden election demo 1. I think we should put it in the second, the new room.
That's Eden trial election 2. You mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Let's do that. All right. Yeah.
Everybody in there.
So just
Mo.
writing it.
Then somebody should invite me because I'm not in that one.
Okay, I'll invite you. Let me get back there. I hate Telegram. Did I mention I hate Telegram?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But
ZDS.
That is
I'm
on.
adding you. Okay, you're added, Mo.
Thank you.
Anyone else not in there that needs to be?
No, I'm in the Telegram. Do I vote as well, or is it a group vote?
I mean, we might as well all just write in there. Are you in the Telegram, the Eden election channel 2,
Yes.
the new one?
Yes.
Trial election 2. If somebody, I don't know if somebody's already written in there. It looks like Mo's writing now.
I wrote like we have reached consensus on room 1, but it's somewhere between Wang and Patrick's. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it is.
There we go. I'll just second that.
Chris, did you want to ask any questions or make any comments?
Give me.
No, I'm fine. I've put my vote in. There's obviously some rough edges around the corner of this system, which it's interesting. I'm not part of Eden, so I'm on the outside looking in.
Well, the goal is to automate all this, so we're just using Zoom and doing this all by hand now. But the Eden OS team, the Clarion team, they're building kind of the back end to handle all this. So in the future, we'll actually vote with our EOS account, and it'll all be on chain. And video, they're trying to decide on a platform, but they're kind of waiting for the development to catch up with what they need in a sense. So
I'm not
Zoom for
complaining. I'm not complaining at all. You know, I follow you, Brandon, on your crypto writer. In Uplift World, I've seen things change almost every hour.
yeah,
And moving forward fast. So, and on Wax, and you know, I lurk on the edges, and I may be older than the rest of you all put together.
well, about
But
that.
I think it's
That's why
nice
it's
to be
an
part
interesting
of it.
perspective to have.
It's nice to have you, and I'm sure that you have a unique perspective, you know, on you know, seeing this sort of thing coming to being, you know, because I'm sure when you were a kid, this was not possible.
No,
So
not at all.
it's pretty crazy,
Well,
and like you said, it is rough around the edges, but this is the second try, so
Yeah,
we're getting better.
yeah, we do.
I'm
Right.
fully supportive of everything, and you know, I've been there since 2017 without any skills, but very interested in that way this is going in terms of sovereignty of the individual and decentralization and everything that Eden stands for. But I have a grandson who's just 18, who's getting into Uplift World. So I hope he'll bring all his friends and his age group.
For
So
sure.
yes, I support you, Douglas, on this. You mentioned appealing to the young,
Yeah.
and with different ideas, and I think that's what I see coming out as a child after the war, through all the times when we didn't have televisions, and now we've got a computer in our hands, and it's the way you appeal to the young, and not just the teens, but the pre-teens and the 20s, 30s, 40s. You know, hopefully Minecraft on Uplift will bring a lot of them in.
Yeah.
I think so.
Let's see what's going to be in 10 years and 15 years. I think you know, all this is like looking like wow, so complicated what we did 10 years ago, and then usability and user experience may increase so much in 10 years that everything is like, you know, instantaneous. Everything is like, whoa, easy. I mean, but every start is kind of rough, I would say, and getting smoother and smoother the more we just checking where I can help, and also making things. Oh, my internet connection again.
Yes, you're breaking up.
That's one question that I pose to everyone is, what is the use case that you see?
Did you hear me? Do you hear me?
Useful?
No? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm seeing it.
Getting glitchy.
Well, maybe we should wrap this up, guys, since this is going to need to get uploaded. Douglas, have you recorded it?
I do, yes.
All right, so
Live recording.
you'll need to, like, I think, leave it in order to then upload it and follow the instructions
Okay.
on the.
Should I stop now, or do I have to go until the very end, or?
I think we can just stop whenever, and then you're gonna have to find your way back to the main room with all the other people who are advancing. So give yourself a little extra time. It was just like wrap it up now, and
Okay.
there seems to be some other glitches that happened in the main group that I'm kind of.
Well, let me ask another quick question while we're here.
Sure.
Seeing as how we're all in agreement that you're going to advance, what would you use the 10 EOS for? Assuming you don't go any farther.
Honestly, man, like it's not much money. Like because I think if I win the
I'll take
next round,
I'll take
I'm
a couple
gonna.
if you want to spread them around. Just
I think that's like corruption. Like I don't think we're allowed to do that. But yeah, I think if I just have 10 US, I'm not. It's not worth trying to do anything. But if I get the 100, I am going to, yeah, donate at least half, and then keep the other half. But I mean, like I trade EOS, and like I don't have a bunch of EOS, but like 10 EOS is not like a lot. So
no, it isn't.
but yeah, I think 100 is a lot, and I think I'll definitely, if I don't go all the way to do the repo with the 100, I'll have to decide the time commitment. But I'm definitely going to, if I get the 100, I'll donate at least, I guess, 55 to the power up.
Well, yeah, either way, I would encourage you to donate or coordinate with others who do make it to the second level. Maybe you guys can all do something together.
That sounds good too. Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of that is going to be happening once Pomelo gets going. People can actually see projects that are asking for funds.
For sure. Good things coming.
All right,
Well,
guys.
thank you for this session. It's certainly good to meet you, and I will follow you all, and maybe meet up
Okay.
on another occasion.
Yeah,
Sounds
Great to
good.
meet you all.
let's see you guys.
It was great. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for your vote of confidence. And I hope that
Yeah.
the contributions are
Yeah.
benefit everybody.
Sure.
All
All
right.
for one for all.
So if we leave
Thank
the room,
you.
is it too early?
Also from me, from my side. See.
We can leave. Probably best to
No,
leave. the
I
room
would
and
leave too because I need to.
wrap up the recording.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm going to stop and leave then.